Hello everyone, I'm Mathias and I'm the drummer for Fake Alien. So you want to start a band? Awesome! But you don't really know how to start a band. I know, it's not easy, right? In this video I will tell you a few tips and tricks that might help you in making your own band. Choosing the genre that you want to play. In the music industry there are a lot of genres that you can play, from bell pop to hip hop to deathcore metal to hard rock. Let's just keep it to the basic, because that's a lot of options. There are three main big genres that we're just gonna focus on right now. That is pop, rock and metal. Well, sadly there's just not one answer that can fit all. So you have to look to yourself. If you're more into the style of pop, then of course you're gonna play pop music. If you're more into the style of rock, like AC/DC, Nirvana, Metallica even, then you're more tending towards the rock and hard rock kind of style. For me, I like to play fast and hard drums, and the rest of the band also likes to play that kind of style, so we tended more towards a punk rock kind of band style. But now that you know what kind of music you want to play, it's just a question of who do I play it with. First of all, I'm gonna start by saying that I live in Belgium, so the websites that I'm gonna visit might be different for your country, but anyways, follow along. There are many, and I mean many, online platforms that you can visit as a musician or as a band looking for other musicians. The one that I used mostly was Vibe. Vibe is a platform designed for musicians to find other musicians. So let's go to tools, MZKT, ZKT, MZKT. On here you immediately have a list of people that are looking for a certain instrument or certain instrument looking for a band. Here you can also make your own adverts. So you have to say if you're a band or a musician. Let's just say I'm a musician and I like to play metal rock and maybe, let's say, some funk in it as well. And I play the drums, I play a bit of guitar, and I can play percussion and a bit of keys. Then I can say, hey, I'm Mathias, looking for tribute band, for example. Then in your description you can be a bit more in depth about who you are and what you're looking for. So you can say, hey, I'm looking for a Metallica tribute band, for example, yada yada yada. Then you can leave your contact information. You can say the area that you're from, so you can say Ghent, Brussels, or whatever you're from, and you can just send it out. What will happen is it will be reviewed by someone to say that you're not putting up any suspicious links or anything, and it will be in this list that people can look for. But let's say you want to find people, then we have to be in the stop area. So again, we have to select what we're looking for. We can search for musicians and bands, just musicians or just bands. Let's just say I want to find a band, and I play the drums, and I want to be playing in a metal group. Then we can also already see one popping up. Drummer wanted. I'm looking for a competent drummer between the age of 16 and 30 years old. So that might be interesting for me because I'm 25 years old. So if I click on it, I will get more information. I will even get contact information that I've obviously gonna pull around now. And I can see more about what they're playing and their style. So I can see Nirvana, Deftones, the band Pool, that they're all great inspirations to them. So probably their music will also be that kind of genre. Another big platform that you probably use every day is Facebook. So if you just go onto Facebook and you type in looking for bands, there will be a dozen of groups that will just pop up that you might find interesting to join. So let's just take this first one. Musicians and bands wanted UK-wide. Here you can always see a lot of adverts for people that are in a band or are looking for a band, and you can even become a member and post something yourself. Usually you have to become a member to post something, but sometimes it's an open group, like this one, it's public, it's in Dutch obviously. So yeah, here you can just type what you want to find what your interests are and just wait a bit. The third big platform is here, just on YouTube, the very platform you're on right now. So there are a lot of musicians on YouTube themselves that are maybe solo and want to be in a band, or they are a band and in their music videos they're saying like, hey, we are short of a guitarist and we'd like to find someone. You can also comment on those videos. Heck, comment right now on this video. Say who you are, what instrument you play, and what kind of genre you like. The last platform I can say is not really a platform, it's networking. So it's a bit obvious, but ask family, ask friends, like, hey, do you know people that are looking for a band or playing an instrument and would like to form a band? You can always just reach out to them. Or even on the streets, sometimes you see street musicians playing and you can just go up to them and ask like, hey, would you like to start a band with me because you sound really good? So now that we have that covered, I can give you 3 big tips that might help you in the future. Don't get discouraged. It might be a slow start at first and you might get a lot of no or no responses at all. That's totally fine. I started out in the beginning of 2025 with looking for a band, then decided to make my own band in April. That didn't really work out because our genres weren't really aligned. The one person just wanted to play Nirvana, which was not really my style. So that's already an example of know what genre you want to play. Then after a while we also had another guitarist that joined in, but he didn't see it fit for himself, so he left. But then a couple of months later, the same guitarist contacted me saying like, hey, I'm still looking to make a band and we're looking for a drummer, are you interested? Of course I said yes, and that's how Fake Alien was born. So don't get discouraged, something will happen eventually, just wait a little bit. Keep playing your genre. It's very important because if you're playing music that you don't really like yourself, it's just not gonna work out. You're gonna play, but you're just playing to play and not really enjoying yourself. And people will hear that and see that. So keep playing your genre. The music industry is very big, so there are a lot of people that will love the same genre that you are playing. Have fun! You're playing music, you're enjoying yourself, so just have fun. It doesn't have to be all that serious. We with Fake Alien, we also joke around sometimes, like the guitarist just keeps playing, I fill in a little bit of drums, and suddenly we're creating a song. So it's really important to just find that mix of having fun and making the music. So now you know how to make your own band. In the next how-to video, I'll be taking you along into how we make our music and how we do our rehearsals. So if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe and leave a like so it helps me out. And you should be in the comment section anyway, because you're typing down what kind of music you like and what instrument you play. So, see you in the rehearsal studio. Goodbye.